The Air Force One is the world's most popular jet, an undeniable piece of art crafted to perfection as the official aircraft for flying the President of the United States and their notable guests. This jet is getting an upgrade, and President Joe Biden will be the first to get on board the new aircraft. In this video, we will be telling you all about the new Air Force One and what we know so far. Before we continue, we would like for you to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you will not miss out on any of our videos. Let's quickly clear up a common misconception. When the term Air Force One is used, what comes to mind is a Boeing blue and white aircraft. But Air Force One is not a particular plane like we all think. It is an air traffic control call sign symbolizing that an aircraft has a sitting president of the United States on board. Although we know the US president does not jet off on any regular aircraft. In other words, when he gets into his very own customized aircraft and jets off, it will be termed Air Force One. Unfortunately, if that jet takes off the same hour without the president, there will be no need to use the call sign Air Force One and will be called SAM 28,000 or SAM 29,000. It's important to note that the president has a particular plane crafted for his international trips. Well, two of them actually, and that's our focus for today. Let's take a closer look at this amazing work of art and why Americans should tag it as the Flying White House. The Air Force One is a symbol of the US government. The President of the United States has two private jets assigned to his office. One of them is always ready to move at a particular time. President Bush was the first US president to fly in the current private jets in 1990 and 1991. It means that these planes have lasted for over 3 decades and are now fully ready to be replaced by new ones. We are probably looking at something bigger and more effective than the former. So far, all the details about these jets have not been made known and open to the public. But here is what we know and have gathered so far about the new Flying White House. Discussions relating to the replacement program started under the rule of President Obama. When President Trump came into power, he told America about the high cost of the jets, saying Boeing is building a brand new 747 Air Force One for future presidents, but the figures cost more than $4 billion. Trump felt the need to reduce the budget or cancel this order, and Defense One had to do on-the-ground search for better deals. Later that year, Trump had a meeting with Dennis Muhlenberg at Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, on other ways to reduce the cost of the jets. There were so many options. First, he suggested the $4.2 billion was to have the two new jets purchased as usual, but one should have the presidential configuration. The other jets would have a standard VIP interior. Second, Dennis suggested $3.8 billion could be spent to acquire and configure just one brand new 747-8i jets and install VIP interiors in them. It means there will be no installation of the Air Force requirement and presidential configuration. Through updates by Defense One, we are aware that all of their propositions and alternate options to save costs were rejected by the presidency. President Trump did well to take this decision, but since he is no longer in power, the current president, Joe Biden, will be the first official president to fly these new jets. Good thing he has ample time in office, as the jets will get into service in 2024. These jets are bigger, according to the drive. Although the size does not increase the passenger capacity, they can move 71 passengers at a time. If this is it, then it sure looks like non-passenger spaces such as communications bay, the private bedroom, and the medical suites are about to be scrapped out of the replacement program. Although we cannot say the same about the president's office, even though it looks like there is no provision for it. It was confirmed in a statement by former Aircraft Secretary Heather Wilson in an interview with Bloomberg, saying, "We got a good deal." Now they have been flown to Lakeland Air Force Base near San Antonio, Texas. Air Force One jets have their exterior painting as an outstanding blue and white with the United States of America crested on them and the country flag crested on its tail. President Trump did not only express his desire to change the look of the jets, but he also went ahead to get a model of the look he wanted to make and placed it in the Oval Office for his visitors to see. The new look is proposed to have more red with white and blue compared to the existing ones. We are not sure if the current president Joe Biden will stick to the changes made by Trump or if he has his suggestions. We are also not sure if these new planes will last longer than the existing ones did. Let's say they will only use them for 30 years before replacing them. Their most amazing feature is the General Electric engine. The next generation engine is designed to economize the consumption of fuel than the existing aircraft. According to Defense One, the Air Force will save about $1.9 billion in flying the new aircraft compared to the old one. The new engines burn up to 15% less fuel and cut CO2 emissions by the same amount compared to the CF6 engines powering the current Air Force One fleet. They are also more quiet. The Flying White House will be capable of refueling in the air. It should be able to fly for as long as 14 hours before it tops up. It will run 5,900 nautical unlimited miles range. This aircraft can embark on a non-stop flight from Washington to Japan. It is also well capable of taking the president on a long trip to wherever he desires. Amazingly, it can keep the president in the sky should there be a natural disaster and it has nowhere safe to land. Incredible, right? Well, there's more. In this highly confidential replacement program, Boeing will develop an owner's manual for the new aircraft to enhance a more stable operation when the president and his officials are on board. The owner's manual will cost a jaw-dropping $84 million to produce and will contain well over 100,000 pages. It might sound like a lot of pages, but for something as sophisticated as the Flying White House, we do not expect anything less. The only glitch is that it will take longer to develop the said manual, even way longer than the aircraft delivery time. Defense One reportedly estimated the manual would be ready in January 2025. The cost of the manual is a part of the $5.3 billion jet estimated amount. Both aircraft stand to remain property of the United States of America. No president keeps it after his or her running term as personal property. The existing aircraft have been in use since the term of President George H.W. Bush, which is well over 30 years. Since then, they have served 5 presidents and now ready to retire. After retirement, most presidential jets get moved to the Presidential Gallery of the National Museum of the United States, Air Force, and the Ronald Reagan Presidential Gallery in Southern California. For a change, reports have shown that the George and Barbara Bush Foundation has indicated their interest in one of the Boeing 747s after they retire. They plan to place it in their library and museum at Texas A&M University, while the other will have to live on its memories in the Presidential Gallery. Let's face the fact, Air Force One planes are not unique for their customizing. They are also iconic for who they have flown, why they moved, and where they have been at the cost of their existence. Over the years, Boeing has been tested and trusted. We all know they will come up to something outstanding. Which other feature do you think the new United States of America presidential jet will have? Let us know in the comment section below. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when we upload a new video. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.